Okay, well this week I've got through a lot of game playing in 3 days in order to attempt to give some kind of comment on the free indies of the year. But I'll start off with the free indies of the week. Now, third place for me goes for Obey the Game. Now, I did enjoy that. I liked WarioWare for the DS, and I liked this sort of work out what it is you got to do and do it in a short space of time kind of gameplay. However, one thing ruined it for me, and because I'm a metalhead, it's because of this factor that it needs to be down-ranked to oblivion, and that's its god-awful Eurodancy techno soundtrack. I'm sorry, but it just drove me insane, and I couldn't want. And after one playthrough, I didn't want to play any more of it. Change the soundtrack, and for me personally, you'd have a better game. So third place for Obey the Game there. Second place for me, and this is the game I played the most of all. That's Infectionator. Now, I like the game because you let loose a virus into a few initial characters, and they all go around infecting all the other little pixel bods in that little square world, and that I really like that. It made me feel evil and made me want to cackle a few evil cackles. Thought I'd let one go for good measure there. But the thing that keeps it in second place is that you start off with a time limit, and I think there should be a way. I think it should be worked into the game that you should have a way to get extra time bonuses, perhaps half a second here, half a second there, to enable you to continue through the levels. I didn't manage to complete Infectionator because of it. I don't know if there was any more to come afterwards. So second place there for Infectionator. Which leaves my winner as Continuity, and it gets the winning spot for me because I really love those slidey tile puzzle games. It takes me back to that time when I played Dr. Frankenstein on the Game Boy in my youth, and I always used to slide the puzzles around. And I liked that you got a hidden platform mechanic in terms of joining up all the mazes, having to reconfigure them in order to get your characters to a key, then a door. That is ace. Loved it. And so that wins my free indie of the week, Continuity. Now, in terms of the free indie games of the year, I'll go through them one by one in terms of what I've played. Now, first up's Auditorium. Now, Auditorium for me is a game I play to relax, not so much have fun, but relax. Very soothing, very brilliant soundtrack, very good concept with the sound wave through the equalizer. Also, I should add that I don't want to make up my mind just yet, so I still haven't played a couple of items on these lists. Closure is one of them. Next up is iCycle. iCycle I really liked. The platform guy, naked man on a bicycle, and the ending is short, sweet, and absolutely hilarious. Be determined to play it to the end because it's really funny. Jumpman I've not played. Rumpman I liked, in the sense that it's a Sonic style, need clairvoyance to determine what's ahead of you style platforming, and I didn't mind that too much when I played Sonic, and I didn't mind that too much here because of Runman. It's got very good cartoony charm and very enjoyable all round, and you get the added bonuses of playing extra characters, and only played one of them, so I've not but I don't see the added difference between him and Runman. I can't remember what the other guy's name was, but it was the one afterwards. One thing I don't get about Runman is its audio soundtrack. It's got a sort of deep bluesy, deep south kind of I might sound politically incorrect here, but sort of post-slavery kind of bluesy Black American feel, if you know what I mean, right? Like, sorry if I sound offensive there, but that's where music comes from, and it's something I quite liked. I quite like the music of Robert Johnson, however evil that may sound. But but I don't get the connection there. I would have preferred something a bit more, perhaps chiptuney, platforming, maybe even 8-bit. So I'm not 100% sure in terms of how the soundtrack goes into the game there. A bit of a small niggle there. Small Worlds. I quite enjoy that concept, but it's only for a short period of time. You can only do so much jumping between worlds before you get bored. But it was short and sweet, and I didn't like the ending for that character. I kind of felt sorry for my little slab of 3 pixels that I controlled at the end there. So Small Worlds ended on a bit of a downer for me. Spelunky I've not yet played at the time of this filming. Squid, yes, not so Octopus. Now, this really made me attempt to tear out what's left of the hair on my head. From the outset, if you're looking at someone else playing, Squid, yes, for short, it looks a little easier to play than it actually is. I couldn't get the grips of the control system there. Now, I think it should take go one of two ways. It should either have the control system for either Robotron, where you can perhaps aim with the mouse. I would like to attempt to play it like that, or perhaps even an asteroid-style control system, where you can sort of have your ship go around in freefall and use the keys to rotate your ship, or even accelerate and go forward from there. But having this sort of car-style control system, I cannot survive, even when the explosions turn right now. So, not a game I enjoyed. I'll probably need a ton of practice to get good at that. Starguard, up to now, is my favourite game on the list. Great fun, great platformy shooter, very minimalistic look, but brilliant playing experience throughout. You never feel like it's too hard, too difficult. You can always a determined player will not be disillusioned by this, but definitely my favourite on the list so far. And lastly, Walkie Talkie. It's a bit of a tricky one now, because it sort of gets at that childlike secret ambition of yours of being blown up and destroying the entire world around you, like being Rasputin in that world of fish and psychonauts. Now, for all the things that you can do in Walkie Talkie, there's the one thing that you can't do is, like most white men, you can't jump. See what I did there? And I think Walkie Talkie would be improved by a jumping mechanism. There was many times the lack of ability to jump. I know you can extend yourself, but at times that didn't save me. But the lack of ability to jump got me pushed off the screen, and that did not impress me that much. Okay. Anyway, that's what I got to say for this week. Don't know if you are having a show this week because it is Christmas time. Anyway, Merry Christmas to Joe, to Anthony, to John, everyone else above, and see you next week.